Welcome everyone to VR Jungle Havoc podcast. I am Geralty and I have my co-host with me, Pickle Ostrich. It's been a great week. My mind is numb from too much Zenith. How you been this week, Mr. Pickle
Yeah,
Ostrich?
honestly, same, bro. I've been playing way too much, way too much Zenith.
I think everyone has, and I was hearing that, you know, even though they had a not so good opening day, it seems
hmm
like everything's running pretty smooth now, and they said like, what was it? Someone said like 40 to 50% of people still haven't even did a login yet. Like, there's still more people to come.
hmm
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it'll be it'll be interesting to see it.
Holy cow! You just
Oh no!
vanished. Oh, there you are. What? Oh
Oh my
no!
God! Stop it!
Uh,
Okay, there we
there
go.
you go.
I was just fixing up my angles a bit.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You got to give people that perfect image of the naked bod going on. I
Oh
mean, you can't
yeah.
miss that.
Oh
I've been
yeah.
pl- I I do got the new VR jungle shirt on. Uh, just got
The
it in.
merch. We
Got
got
the
the
merch
merch.
in. Looks pretty nice. If anyone wants one to help us out, just because it's a really awesome shirt. I mean, not gonna lie, but it's in the link in the description. So definitely go do that. They're only 25 doll hairs. That's not very much at all.
Think the pod's pretty quiet.
The pod's pretty quiet.
Yeah, I
What
can't really hear it very well. I have it on
What do you
like
mean?
maxed out on my
What can you not hear?
computer. And like everything, it's pretty quiet.
Everything. On my side, it's showing everything pretty much maxed out. Let me turn up some of this volume
Really?
here. Yeah, let me turn it up here. So let's do this. Let's turn up this. How's it sound now? Sound better? Everything pretty much maxed
We'll
out.
have to wait for the
Yeah,
delay to catch up.
yeah. So hopefully it sounds decent. It shows on my end it's okay. But so I put in. So what level are you in Zenith now?
I am level 12.
Level 12, and so I put in so far a total of like 32 hours since the release. I didn't play Thursday because I couldn't even get on the servers at all. Um,
Really?
but I am now. Before I got off to get on here, I finished and I'm about to get on and play the rest of the night. I'm at level 30.
Yeah, level 30. Fuck.
Yeah,
That's
level 30. I plan on
30 out
being
of
level
40.
40 by the end of this week. So
Geralt's on that grind set.
on that grind, dude. Don't give me an MMO because I will literally grind it. I do want to say though that I'm not gonna narc on other MMO VR games, but this one was really, the year wait that we did for them to really make this game solid was well worth it. Good job to that team for making their very first game and slam dunking it straight out the door because it's probably gonna be my main game that I'll play for quite a bit of while. And we already got a guild, so if you're interested, we're in what is it?
Yep. Titan
Titan
3
Titan 3 US East,
East.
and
Yep.
you can come up to me. I don't know, they haven't gave the option for members to invite people, which I think they should fix. And the whole guild list thing is like not even scrollable. It's like I have people down through the floor. So meet up with me, be the Havoc Guild. We're making the biggest guild in Zenith, and then we're
I
gonna.
think we're also including like other clans besides Havoc too, right? Like
Yeah,
we have.
I met some. There's what's his name? Let me get his name really quick. So there is a group that the person, his name's Auditorium Leviathan. They own Arc. It's a Hyperdash team. I think they're gonna start developing into a bigger type of organization like Havoc. They have
hmm
like 100 people designated to Zenith that they've already been like getting people to come to their Discord for the past year. So they're probably.
hmm
I think they had showed a picture of their whole entire guild, and it was quite a bit of people. They got a whole picture of it. It was pretty cool. Um, so a lot of people are doing some really good stuff. But anyways, is the audio sounding better? Is it sounding a little louder?
It sounded, yeah, it sounded better.
Okay, yeah, because I turned up some things, and so, but I do want to. You pulled it. You showed me a video before we came into this, and it is kind of enjoyable to watch. So let me see if I can flip all this over here. Let me put you here. And the funny thing is now is that we are really tiny in our desktop view. So just so people know, get a crack out of that because I noticed the text and everything was horrible. So let's go
Oh
here.
yeah.
I need a better computer. I was looking at a computer the other day to make this stream better, and I just got this computer, and I just wasn't thinking of the specs, and I was just like, I like it, I get it, and it's not doing anything I wanted, so I might be maybe sell this one and get a better computer.
Yeah. Good luck though with all the part shortages and all that
Yes.
fun stuff.
Yeah, well, I just get laptops, so there's a couple laptops that have some pretty good graphic cards in them and stuff. But because I can I like just being able to take my laptop to like my living room where I do my streaming at for VR, and then when I do my podcast, I do it in my other room. So I just do this. So what was this guy's name that
Let me double check.
So
It was Karma.
Yeah, Karma.
On
So I will have this full link in the description. Just because of copywriting thing, I'm only going to show the first 15 seconds. But if you want to go and see the rest of him get to level 3 noodles pretty fast, then you can come watch it. So here's the first 15 seconds. And man, I watched them more than the 15 seconds, and he was really cooking.
Yeah, he's just full sending it.
Yeah. Look at that. In the 15 seconds that I just showed, he just cooked a noodle.
Yeah,
crazy.
he's just go absolute ham.
That is crazy.
That's what I like about VR. Like, all these things you can like make super fast. Like even just like an example would be Population 1's reloads and how everyone's like super sweaty on those.
Yeah.
Like
the shotgun right now, dude. After they allowed flick shotgun
Oh, yeah.
reloading, dude, it's nuts. These kids I see go into like the testing area where they have that new park, and they'll just sit there and just like sit there and practice constantly. I'm just like, you guys are freaks. So yeah, also remember last week when I talked about Final Space? They're the show, and then they made a game for it.
Final Space?
Yes, it's called
remind me.
So it is a show on Adult Swim, and it's just this cartoon-based, basic Adult Swim, like Squidbillies, stuff like that. Just something kind of funny for kind of like a mid-teenage type of viewing. Well, I watched the whole entire. I think I'm on like the last couple episodes of what they've created, 3 seasons so far, and it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There is some moments where I'm just like, I want this to be a little bit more vulgar. There's like not really many bad cuss words or anything. It's just very, it's like a kid show. So when I'm watching, I'm just like, this is kind of, just kind of weird. But anyways, the only reason why I watched it is because they came out with a VR game. And I was reading a lot of the reviews, and a lot of the reviews say, "Hey, yeah, it's a good game, as long as you've seen the show. It's not something that people pick up right off the get go." And I agree, because if you are just getting into VR, it is definitely like a first step VR game. There is no sprint. You literally it would drive me nuts because in games I want to go and sprint and explore, and I'm just sitting there. So slow man walking, just shooting these guns, and it's like, but the guns and the command, like everything is they did a very good job with the design, the look, and the missions. It's like a wave based thing. You go through these one area, have a whole bunch of robots called samesies that come out and attack you. So it's pretty good. I can't believe you haven't heard of it yet.
No, yeah. I don't know. I don't really keep up with too much Adult Swim stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been paying attention to like Smiling Friends. I want to watch that show, but that's completely off topic. So
yeah, the only reason why I brought, because it's VR. I saw the VR game.
Right.
And so
no. Yeah.
And I saw the YouTuber, the UK YouTuber that's what's his name? I can't remember his name. I watch all his stuff. Why can't I remember him?
What's he do?
He just like does a whole bunch of reviews on like products, games, stuff like that. He was just got tweeted out by Zenith as their favorite streamer. So that's gonna drive me nuts if I don't get his name. So let me get his name really quick. But yeah, he was streaming Zenith, but he's like pretty much if you want a solid review, he pretty much is the guy that he's like the like BMF, right? Is that what the other guy's name that does reviews?
Oh, is he? It's like there's Steve knows. Is that him?
No. Once I tell you, once
Weirdo
I say the
Benjo.
name, it'll ring a bell. There it is. So his name is Gamertag VR.
Gamertag VR. Okay.
Yeah, he's I
Gotcha.
believe he's from the UK. I mean, he has a UK accent, so he could be American. I don't know, but
Yeah.
he plays a lot of games. Like he did a pretty good review on like the Resident Evil, and it was the first time when I was just like on Twitter they used the thing to where you can get on voice calls on Twitter, and they had a whole discussion about Resident Evil and all that stuff. It was a pretty good time. It was pretty interesting. I was just in the crowd. I wasn't a speaker in it, but I still hung around, and they had like top VR enthusiasts, people that just were talking about it. I'm like, this is pretty cool. So there's that, but other than that, there's no other new games that are really coming out that I could really think of. There's some other ones that I saw like with space shooting and stuff. No really good updates. I know Larsenauts especially is overdue on a major update. Like,
yeah, for sure. I think they said something like they're gonna have one pretty soon, but
yeah,
like when it's ready is what they said.
are
Which
there
is probably soon.
resources just like super? Whoa.
Okay, so I was just testing if it worked. This play space mover.
Oh, dang! Look at you! Oh, come on, break it down. Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, don't worry. You got me distracted too. I was pretty amazed with it. The whole entire VR avatar still cracks me up. That's why when you gave me the idea about it, I'm just like, yeah, this is the future of what this podcast needs is a VR avatar, and and it is like you never like gave it a name, right? It's just Pickle. It's just you, right? It's just...
Well, it does have a name, but it doesn't make so much sense in the context of what it looks like now. Because this used to be a character I used to draw a lot called Cube Gerbil.
Cube Gerbil.
Because he had like teeth and he had like whiskers and stuff. But I haven't really, he's not as much. This is an evolution of him.
Yeah.
Not really a gerbil like at all.
I'm telling you, one day we're gonna have to find a way to put this shirt on him. Get you some clothes on.
Yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't be too hard. I could maybe figure something like that.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Is it so? It's just Unity, right? Like a model of something you have to make it in.
So I like modeled this in. Well, it wasn't even Blender. What was it? I actually modeled it in VR. Medium is what it's called. Adobe Medium.
Yeah, and
well, actually, I think they got bought out. But
is that through PC VR? Then, like, you can get that on like Steam, or you have to go out and find it on a different website.
It's on Oculus, at the Oculus store, but I'm not sure if it's. I'm not sure if you can get it on Steam. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a 3D modeling software.
So anyone can get it and make something like yours.
Yeah, like it gives you basically like 3D brushes where you can like take a ball and go like. Whoosh,
oh, that's cool.
And like draw lines and.
How do you get it exported out to your computer to do this then?
So it already has a thing for it. It's you can export it as an FBX, which is a 3D format, and then you can take that into like Blender or Unity or whatever, and you can fix it up. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I mean, if you have patience for it, you could definitely do it.
Yeah, for sure. Because I see like a lot of stuff like Samachi's character. It's always evolving, and it's there's like a whole thing of people that make avatars like his that are kind of like pets.
Furries?
I was trying to avoid the furry word, but okay.
Why?
Because I don't know if if it's a furry or not. Is it? I don't know.
Samachi's a furry,
Oh my
definitely.
gosh. He's gonna message me and be like, "Don't be telling
No,
people."
he is. He is. He's open about it,
Hey,
I swear.
cool. I've seen videos of furry hookups, and it's interesting.
Furry hookups.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Joe Rogan was talking about it one time and pulled up a video about it. It was pretty funny. But anyways, like completely off topic, not VR. And before we get into some VR news, I have the funniest thing that I just found out about that I need to know if you know about this. So,
Oh, okay.
like UFC fighting, right?
UFC, yeah.
Okay. Okay, you ready for this?
Okay.
There is a professional pillow fighting league. I'm not lying.
We need a VR port now.
And it's like they get this handle and they just start swinging, and they have these people that can like do these 360 moves and then just freaking boom, and I'm just like, what in the world am I watching? I found it on TikTok, and so I just started watching like clips of it, and like I'm like, no way does this hurt, like what's in it? But no, like these things must hurt enough, because there's like this one lady that got rocked and like she flew all the way back. I'm just like, jeez.
Yeah.
Yes.
The pillows are
Have you ever heard of
purely
this?
protective. No, I haven't, but I've seen things like it. Like I feel like I can picture it pretty well. Like I've seen like people fighting with like the bars, and they just go wah pah 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 pah.
Yeah, like, people like, hey, if you want to make make a living being a pillow fighter, I would love to be like, yeah, what do you do? I'm a pillow fighter.
And then they laugh until you bring out the pillow. Then they'll stop laughing.
You're gonna break out the pillow and you just like give them a straight bloody nose. Like that fighting cracks me up, and then they have medieval fighting too. I really like watching sometimes, where these people they have dull swords, but they're in full knight costume, and they just freaking swing so hard at each other.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that sounds super dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, like it's gotta hurt. Like obviously these swords are still heavy, and they're really swinging really hard at each other. Like you got to be like breaking bones, and like not only that, but once like medieval fighting, they'll get up to each other and start freaking headbutting each other and just like punching each other with these things. I'm just like, I mean, they got full, these suits are like got to be like 50 to 100 pounds, if not more. Like they're heavy, and so they're obviously a little bit protected. But you know how tired you have to be swinging around a freaking 80-pound sword and 100-pound armor. It's just like,
yeah, it depends, especially on like what sword it is, because like even like if you get like a quarterstaff, those things break bones. Like they're deadly. They'll mess things up just by the pure like momentum at the tip.
Yeah. Like I remember like in like history class when I was in school, that they like talked about like how sometimes they would forget to sharpen the blades, so when they would go like cut people's heads off, like it wasn't just a swift one time like you see like in a show where it's just like shink and then head off. Nope, it would just be like they'd just be hacking at this dude's skull like, oh, it's not coming off, like ugh. That's crazy.
No.
I'm glad we live in the world where I can just, get on blades and sorcery and just stab people. Yeah.
I mean, blades and sorcery, sometimes it is hard to like get some of those dismemberments off,
Oh, do you have to hack sometimes in blade and sorceries? I never
You
played
do,
that
because
game.
it's like you have to land like a very clean hit, or you have to or you are just kind of hacking.
Yeah. Dang.
But if you practice, you can like just keep lopping people's heads off one by one.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
And it's Blades of Sorcery, it came out, what, 2 months ago?
That's Nomad. It's been out for years.
Oh,
but
really?
They released the Quest port, yeah.
Oh, so Blades of Sorcery used to be PCVR then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I thought it was new, and I know that like people in our team were talking about it, like they knew what it was. So I just like, how do people know about this? But that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I love Blades and Sorcery. You can do a lot of weird stuff in that game. Like one thing I'll do is I'll grab the end of a spear. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll be holding it like this, like a pogo stick, and I'll push it into the ground, crouch down, and jump. And it uses the built-up pressure from the thing to just send you like 30 feet in the.
Do you take fall damage or no fall
Yeah,
damage?
you do.
Okay.
But if you pogo it, if you land on it again, you won't take fall damage. So you
what
could just keep pogo hopping.
what is the VR game and PC VR where you're like Deadpool?
Deadpool.
Yeah, like there's this guy that I've been seeing on TikTok that he like does like these flips. He's in VR and he does these flips and he's flipping around and all of a sudden he'll like pull up a gun. He goes whoo and he shoots them and then he like throws the gun and then does another front flip and then just like shoots the guy.
That sounds like a VR chat thing.
Is it? I don't know what it is, but
Might be.
it's very interesting. Speaking
Yeah.
about VR chat stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is this guy on TikTok called Pranks VR or VR Prankster or something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
he's got this interesting voice like, yeah, dude, like he talks like a kind of a surfer guy, like kind of like that's how he talks. And I don't know if he's
Yeah.
joking or if that's really how he talks. But he's been in Horizon. Yeah, Horizon. It's the meta world or whatever they're doing there.
Yeah.
And so he goes around and has these like chats. Well, did you hear that in that not only that, but you can like create your own things. There's been weird things happening. One thing is that people have a great time there, I guess. They talk to each other. It's like the new VR chat. Two, they have a comedy club where you can actually do stand-up comedy in front of people. Like
Oh yeah.
that's a thing. I didn't know that. I thought that was pretty cool. And it's like VR jokes, which is pretty comical. And then there is this one time that they were going into a church, and this is in Horizon. They see a church and they're like in this one area. They walk in, and all of a sudden it's a satanic church.
Yeah, no, there's lots of stuff like that in VR chat.
Like it's like come join, Christ and all of a sudden they walk in the door and there's just Satan everywhere. I'm just like,
Yeah.
that turned some events right there. Like I'm like, what in the heck? Like they allowed this to happen, and it's just like, whatever. If they don't know about it.
Yeah, no, I mean lots of there's lots of VR cults. I won't get too much into it, but
Yeah.
I've seen some shit.
Yeah, I you were telling me, and I've had some other people tell me about these things, and most of the time it happens in VR chat, where they all like meet up, and I've been in VR chat sometimes, and I've heard over people's conversations about like buying stuff on like the dark web with each other. I'm just like, this is weird.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what my model's doing right now. I'm doing like a pose. Like a fashion shootout.
yeah,
I don't know why it's doing that with the hips.
yeah, looks like you got a little bit of a swag going on. It looks like you're like you kind of remind me of like Zoolander. Oh man, you need to get the gym. You need to get them biceps bigger. We need to crank them up.
I could, but I'm kind of that skinny,
Yeah,
just bag of bones.
Bag of bones. But hey, you got a 6-pack. Looks like you at least look like you do some you bench press. It just you don't curl. You don't curl for the girls. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, VR push-ups.
Lower.
Oh. Get it down. 1.
Well,
2.
my legs are stuck.
Uh-oh. Oh, geez, there you are. So, so getting into some of the news.
Yep.
So apparently, a 31-year-old male, I think that's what his age was. He played too much VR, and he broke his neck.
Yep. Yeah. I believe it says German gamer 31 breaks his neck because of his repetitive and intense movements using a VR headset. Is
what
the headline.
Intense movements are you doing?
Daily Mail. I mean, I don't know if you get into it like with like Pop One or something, you go like, you look side to side, and the momentum of the headset could, it could do a thing if you keep doing it. Like I've had neck pain before in VR, so as much as like to believe it's not possible, I can totally see it happening.
Well, it kind of freaked me out because my shoulders, especially like my right arm, from swinging and flying the game in Zenith for 32 hours straight, like I feel my body, my back hurts, my legs hurt.
I yeah.
My
Oh,
side
I'm frozen.
my side attack. Every time I do
Mm-hmm.
that, my shoulder just hates me. So I just been going around just being slowly like this. I'm just like,
Yeah, I feel it like right
oh.
here,
So,
like right there.
but when I showed you the article, my
Mm-hmm.
neck started hurting, and I'm just like, my neck's gonna freaking break. It's
I know.
I was just like,
You know,
my neck is gonna fall off. It's
especially like how I play Zenith, like I'll jump,
uh-huh.
swoop down, glide,
Hmm.
and like look to the side to dodge attacks, you know?
Yeah.
Instead, because I mean, with the mage, you don't have a whole lot of movement like you do with the sword, and you
Yeah.
can't really, well, you can later, but like blocking's not too big of a thing that you can do.
Yeah, and
So like yeah, just
yeah, I'm glad I got the flying down. If people don't know, there's two different flying. I think the only reason why they do the first style is because it's people that never play VR. It's supposed to be something that avoids motion sickness. But the first time I did the flying with the thing, if you don't have your arms perfectly out, it does not like I just sometimes have been stuck in the air not moving, or like sometimes when
Mhm.
you're like just trying to like climb a rock, if you have your arms too high, all of a sudden you start hearing. I'm like, oh, it thinks I'm flying.
Yeah, I hate that so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's so annoying that you like just hear the sound playing and you're just walking. I've noticed it going down slopes a lot.
Yeah, and the one thing I noticed in that game is that in the very first area, that when you're fighting the very first creatures that you see.
Sylphids.
Yeah. So when you're fighting them, sometimes their limbs will glow to show you that that's a critical point where if you hit it, it'll instantly stun them, or it takes a lot of damage.
Well, yeah, it adds a lot of stagger damage and it takes like twice the damage, I think.
Yeah, and so the one thing that I've noticed, and I don't know if it's going to be coming later, but those are the only enemies that have that. Later in the game, no other enemy has that.
Really?
None. Yeah.
No, they do. I've had those Riva,
Yes, so
whatever they're
they do.
called.
So they do.
They have it.
But
And the exiles.
yeah, so they do. But the sharks, and then I'm in this other area with these like freaking. They kind of look like corkscrew things. I don't know. I'm pretty deep in the far in this thing. I don't even know what they're
maybe
called right
maybe
now.
you should spoil it for whoever might be interested in the later areas.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've known about the sharks and stuff, but you know,
Yeah, I had to fight
just
this huge shark. But yeah, like breaking your neck, like man, you would think you would have to have some other condition, like man, like I get like you have a headset on and that
well,
adds
he
added
say he
weight.
plays between 1 to 4 hours every day. I mean, if you're turning around that much, I could see like it's a repetitive strain injury,
I
kinda.
play 4 hours a day.
Yeah, but do you use your joystick to look around like everywhere? Maybe this guy
No,
doesn't even use his joystick. No?
no,
Okay.
I move in the real world.
Well, fair enough.
I go hard in the paint with that. Yeah, I can't do the swivel thing. It makes me sick. It makes me want to throw up. So I have to make circles. Like if you ever see my stream, I'm literally half the time people are seeing my butt during my stream because I don't know where I'm at, and so I just move around in circles. So
Mhm.
I've seen my one stream, and one time I was just like staring at my wall, and people just getting a nice image of my butt for like 30 minutes.
You got a plumber crack going,
Oh, yeah. That'd be funny. What was the other article? I know I do want to talk about the one thing you sent to me about price revenue. How that game made.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, what's it called? The Walking Dead Saints and Hit Sinners made $60 million That's like insane because this isn't like, when Pop 1 made like 10 million, that's like pretty crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, people are really loving Pop and like everything,
Well,
to do with it.
I can't wait to see how much Zenith just made.
Yeah, they've definitely got to have me a nice chunk of change. I don't know if I don't think they made maybe
So
like,
you got to think they
let's
have.
see.
Hold on, they have 80,000. They have 80,000 people, 80,000 plus in their Discord. So just take 80,000. Let's go ahead and downgrade it to 60,000 because some people might not
Okay,
have got interest. Some people are gonna do refunds. So let's do
times 30.
60,000 times 30.
60,000 times 30. That would be 1.8 million, I think. Yeah,
Only
that's not
1.8
bad.
million. I
I
mean
think
that
so,
ain't
yeah.
bad. I mean that's a good payday.
Yeah, assuming that that's, accurate.
Yeah, 1 million
I mean,
AR.
it's been hyped up for like, oh, sorry about
But they only didn't do that though. So the people that got the alpha and beta and they paid the money beforehand, when
they did 60.
that was $60 there. But did they also get a copy of the game when they did that, or they only got to participate in alpha
No,
and
they
beta?
definitely got a copy of the game with
Okay,
that.
I was about to say I heard some people that
If they
unfortunately.
didn't, they'd be pissed.
Ah, yeah, I was so mad. I should have just signed up for that and be part of the alpha and beta because even though I don't think I would have liked it because the people that did alpha and beta they had to restart all their stuff. Like Samachi had a level 40 character, and I don't think you got to keep that.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, so that's just a lot of waste of time. Like, I mean, unless you're playing it over a whole entire year, whatever. It's probably not that bad than what I'm thinking. So yeah. So how do they make so much money then? Is there like
How does Zenith make money?
no. The Saints and the Sinners, like, how do they make 60? You
So
said
it's
60 million.
$40 a copy,
Yeah.
and it came out. It was pretty big when it came out on PC VR,
Mm-hmm.
and then it came on to Quest. So I guess it just sold a lot on Quest.
And so that's like, within what span did they make that money?
Well, let me see when it first came out. Regardless, that's the biggest number I've heard for anything in
I
VR.
I think it's like 5 years old. I would say that.
No, it's not that old.
Really?
It's like 2019, I think. Saints and
2019.
Sinners. Okay, 2020, January of 2020.
January of 2020.
So I was close. That's close. It was
Yeah,
January.
that's
Okay.
yeah, that's not that long at all. So I do remember seeing it. So that's a lot of money in not that long of a time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's literally 2 years, like almost on the date.
Yeah, that's a good payday. Like that's a
Yeah.
pretty good chunk of change out of that they're getting. Like, so I wonder what their next adventure is. If they're just gonna keep updating that, because I know a lot of those zombie games, like
I believe
Arizona
they were
Sun.
gonna release a sequel, is what they said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a zombie game, right?
Yeah, and they kind of released the sequel earlier, but from what I heard, it wasn't very good.
You know what I would really like to see is either a game like Ark would be fun, where you just like start
Hmm.
naked in the world, like you're naked man right there, and you like go around, you build things, and you have to like you just have free space in the open world, and then uh you get good content out of that where people like trap each other and they're like, hey, I need help, and next thing you're like, oh, come into my house, and then they're in a dungeon, they can't get out.
You know what? There's kind of something like that actually already in VR. It's only for PC VR,
Uh huh.
but The Forest
The
has a VR
Forest,
port.
I have heard that before. The
Yeah,
Forest.
it's a really good looking game too. It's the VR isn't the best like implemented.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a port, so like what do you expect? But,
Yeah,
you
and
know,
another thing I would like to see is like, I want a battle royale like PUBG.
PUBG. Oh, like a hardcore, like just boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground, type of stuff. You can't fly around. It's like legit stuff. Like if they would take like Pavlov, which already had the guy who designs it does really good gun mechanics, and just tries to make a thing like a battle royale game. I know they have something like how Battlefield or Battlefront or whatever it is.
Battlefront, Star Wars, Battlefield's the shooter.
Battlefield, yeah. So Battlefield, you know how for the longest time when you're doing team deathmatch, it's not a small map like Call of Duty. It's like one big massive area where you. So I think Pavlov has something like that. But you still come in with your own gun. But I would like to see a battle royale for it. They made one, and
yeah, Standout VR is
that what it's?
One I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was told that it's not good.
I'd tell you if it wasn't dead. I have it, but I've never been able to get a full lobby.
Yeah, I saw Z-Storm play it, and he said he absolutely hated it. So he seemed like he was having some troubles in there.
I mean, he came from Pop though, so I mean, that's more arcadey. Maybe it's just not his cup of tea.
Yeah, and so for this next news, because there's not really much that happened today. There was no continued stories going on from what we talked about last week. I thought the neck break was pretty interesting. Like that blows my mind. But so the next thing I wanted to talk about was what is it? It is why can I not think of it? The freaking swinging things where you hit the thing with the music. What is it called?
Beat Saber.
Thank you. Gosh,
yeah.
why did I lose that out of my head? So Beat Saber. Let's see how. When I was typing in, I wanted to see how old Beat Saber is.
That's got to be a 2017 game. Let me check if I'm right.
Beat Saber. How old did you say it was?
2017 is my guess. 2018. God.
So 2018. So for the longest
May 1st.
time. So 2018 is when the game came out. Since then, Beat Saber has some crazy people in there, like I've seen people on TikTok, they do some crazy stuff. I know that I'm horrible with names right now. I can't remember names to save my life right now. Used to be on our team, and he's like the very person that created Toyko. So Toyko, if you remember that name, I haven't heard of him in like
he kind of disappeared.
But he was like one of the top players in the world in Beat Saber. Like he had this crazy amount of score that he was always upholding. So since the game came out, they have people like him that literally they make jokes about, there's like on YouTube where it's like the 5 people that do VR, and it's like one is the Beat Saber guy who all he does is Beat Saber. And then you have the second, the VR chat guy, and then you have like this VR noob, like all these fun things. Well, one was the Beat Saber. And so you have things like that, and then they were just basic music, things that were already probably, cheap copyrights that they probably purchased and stuff like that. And then they got big deals like Billie Eilish. Yeah, thank you. So they had like things like that come out which were pretty big.
Have BTS, Linkin Park, Green Day.
So they had that, and then they had another update where you reversing each other, which was pretty cool update for it. But other than that, all the squares and the mechanics have always been kind of the same.
Exact same, yeah.
So they actually just did an update, which is coming. They just made a video for it. And so basically they're adding, I believe, 3 new square mechanics. So I just thought, since Beat Saber is probably one of the biggest games in VR, and it's probably the number 1 downloaded thing in VR, like especially when I know people have get a VR headset for the very first time, I tell them, hey, Beat Saber is probably the place to go where you're not going to get too motion sickness, and just figure that out. So they have the sliders, and it says sliders are highlighted lines that lead from a starter block to the next, or note not at all. The primary act as a guide, so you pretty much just follow it around. And then you have burst sliders, and it looks like you just like they're completely things that are completely pulled apart from each other. You gotta slice those, and then they have the diagonal dots, which I don't know why that's a big deal because there's nothing special about the dots. You just can hit them any direction you want. Maybe you have to hit it a certain way for maximum points. I think if you hit it a certain way, you get extra points. I don't know.
Let's see which one. The diagonal
The
dots.
diagonal
Yeah,
dots.
that's weird.
So.
Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, I see. They said it's a minor change for cosmetics. That makes more sense because sometimes you'll have those diagonal type of blocks that are they just kind of look a little better to hit, you
Yeah.
know, and they kind of help with the flow a little better, so you don't have to do like an awkward like you slice down with your wrist. Like usually that's how you like good players play is with their wrist, so they go like that. But if it's like squared, they might just kind of be like they'd slice it down, and then they'd kind of have to do like a weird like turn.
Yeah.
Which isn't too comfortable at the higher speeds of Beat Saber.
Yeah, and some of them like I played for a little bit, man. It makes you sweat. I mean, it's a good game. I haven't played in a while just because I'm busy doing all this other stuff. But like, I'm just sitting there, like in Zenith, how half the time you're doing this, and I'm just like, I'm like, whoever plays Beat Saber has just got to be having the best time because their shoulders are probably already like not sore because they're sitting there all day just go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So that's the big update with that. Anything that usually happens with Beat Saber is pretty big to a lot of people, especially that type of change. But they're starting to make other games that are kind of like that format. I kind of want to see if I could find a beta version, not a beta version, kind of a trial period. They have a game out in VR called Air Guitar.
Oh, Unplugged, yeah.
Which looks pretty legit. Like, I grew up with Guitar Hero, and I want to see how much it would be like that. Like, because Quest is
it uses hand tracking.
Yeah,
too.
Because Quest is getting pretty solid with the hand tracking motions. I think even PokerStars is coming out with a update if they haven't done it already, where you don't need your Oculus controllers anymore. You can just play poker with your hands.
It feels weird playing VR with just your bare hands to me. I don't know. It's
I agree.
Like it's like I don't know. I guess my hands sweat a lot when I play VR, so it's like I just feel like sweaty hands.
Yeah, and there's a kid right now. He's like maybe, just out of high school going into college, but he has a YouTube channel where he's making you can even get the file how to make these homemade VR gloves. Him and this other guy are pretty big.
He's in college. I know who you're talking about, I think.
Yeah, and so it's a pretty good idea, and the way he's doing it is with like pulleys and stuff. So
yeah, they just have that resistance on the fingers, and they pull back depending on how it's programmed.
See, I want that. That will make my head understand. Like you see them pick up a ball in VR, and it stops them, so they're actually thinking that this I'm holding it. But it's weird because I would also like to have like when I'm holding something, not only making me pull back and not be able to go any further, but I want like a warm sense or something. Yeah, something,
like a heat.
Yeah, like a heat thing saying, hey, like this is there, or something weird to kind of put pressure, like a pressure tense on my fingertips or something.
Yeah, there's I mean, it's not quite related, but there's the Thrill Seeker. He's this YouTuber, really good YouTuber for VR stuff. Highly recommend for anyone who's looking for VR news or whatever. He's doing some CES stuff from like a couple weeks ago, and he showed off this like in-depth thing on the OO skin, which I mean, name aside, it's like it's got these like electric things that'll actually like shock you and give you like sensations with shock combined with haptics.
Yeah, so there was a video of Z-Storm being shocked by it.
Really?
On his TikTok, yeah, he got shocked by it, and so it must hurt. Or I don't know if it's necessarily gonna hurt you. I think it just probably catches you off guard.
Well, I mean, from what the in-depth video I saw, it does actually like hurt. Like it hurts.
See, I don't want that. I don't want to hurt.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt in a VR game. Like I like doing things in VR and doing crazy stuff because there is not a factor of me being hurt. And
Yeah.
so, like, I get haptics makes
Until
your
you
environment
mess up
real.
your shoulders, your back, and your neck, and you break your neck.
Yeah, break my neck. My neck will probably break if I keep on playing Zenith as much as I do. Like, you know when your stamina's low and you get that yellow aurora like over your
Yeah.
head. My eyeballs right now are seeing that like constantly. It won't go away. I just see yellow around my freaking eyes, and it's bugging the crap out of me. I'm losing my
Yeah,
mind.
I'm not a fan too much of the stamina mechanics in that game. I wish
Yeah.
I wish outside of combat there just wasn't stamina. I feel like it would be a better game for it. Being
Its
able to get
stamina
around.
pisses me off as much as the stamina in Zelda Breath of the Wild. It had
I think Breath of the Wild handles it a little better. Like, it kind of makes sense that, oh, you can't climb this whole thing, but it takes so long for it to recharge in Zenith.
It does take a long time, but if you collect those tiers and you go back to the stat
Yeah,
sheet.
the Amara Shrine.
Yeah, but I'm at like level 4 now. I have to find 30 of the dang things. Is too many.
Yeah, it's kind of it really just spikes. It says, okay, get 5. Okay,
Yeah.
get 10. Okay, get 20.
And now 30. Now it's going up by
30.
tens. I guarantee the next one's gonna go straight from 30 to 50.
40.
I could definitely see 50.
50. Ugh.
So there is online for Zenith.com. They have a map where you can see everything and it points it out. And there is a category on there to show you where every crystal's at.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I wish I knew about this before I started the game because then I would have printed it out and I would have had a highlighter and marked off every crystal just so I know that I got it. So I didn't do that, but so.
Yeah, I'm gonna just send out a PSA for that. If you have a Oculus, you can dock windows, so you could have a mini map window just set up right on your side, and you can just look at it, and you don't even have to go back and forth between menus. And that's PC VR only, of course, but
yeah, because I don't think I can have a game up and then have side quest up at the same time. Not side quest, virtual desktop.
Yeah. I mean, if you you could do it through Airlink. I'm not sure about virtual desktop though. Airlink would definitely work though.
Yeah. Yeah, so anything else new in the VR world? I think that mainly the biggest thing right now is Zenith, and that's all we could really talk about. I don't know if I'm gonna label this podcast "Man Loses Head in VR" or not head. He loses his head completely.
He's just come clean off.
Yeah, that reminds me of that movie where instead of having a freaking seatbelt on, that when they get in a wreck, it decapitates them.
Oh my god.
And so they would like barely get in like little small fender benders, and it would just like really slowly, and then like they tapped it, and all of a sudden all their heads just go. Gosh. So I don't know if I'm gonna call this head snaps neck in VR or just straight Zenith.
I think so. We talked about pretty much all that's new, which is Zenith for the 3rd week in a row. Honestly, we've just been talking about Zenith,
dude. Because I am a huge MMO guy. Like I'm so big in MMOs. I consumed my life in Destiny when it was popular. It still is a popular game, but I don't play any pancake games anymore. I'm strictly VR. So them giving this to me definitely is probably going to be the number 1 game I play from here on out.
Yeah, Zenith it's fun. I do have some gripes with it, but overall I think it's a pretty decent game.
I hope in the future that they let me buy a server.
Yeah. I mean, we basically run Titan 3.
Yeah. Yeah, there's people that showed up the other day and I was talking to them and they were like, "Oh, you want to join our guild?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm the guild owner of this one. It's my esports team, blah blah blah. And I have a Discord with 500 people in it. I'm gonna try and get them all on here as well. And then we have certain allies that I will let them come in the Titan 3. But you can only have so many allies before Titan 3 is completely full. But they were just this one guy's like he studies VR esports in college or something about something with esports in college. I don't know exactly what he was getting into. And he's like, no, I just want to add you as a friend because what you're doing is pretty cool. He goes, but yeah, I'm not joining your guild. Yeah, we had Two-Ton was on last night. And
Two-Ton, yeah, good old Two-Ton.
Yeah, Two-Ton was on last night. We were helping him do some missions. I don't really remember. I went from like level 22 to 27 from like midnight till 4 in the morning, and I don't remember any of it because I was a little under the influence of booze. But the people that were with me said we had a pretty good time. I got some person to accidentally click on he thought I was sending him to come to our group to do group play, and instead I sent him a link to our guild, so he accidentally joined that. And then I tried to get Two-Ton with it, and I go, hey, before you leave, add me as a friend again. I don't know what happened, it's not there. And he looked at it, he goes, I'm not out of here, I'm on Paragon's guild. So I was like, I'm gonna call Paragon's owner right now. Yeah, so it was a good time.
I saw some of the screenshots. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was a good time. So moving on from here, so basically
we should talk league stuff before we close this episode off.
Yep. And so the reason why the people that are watching this, I noticed that this was a better dynamic throughout the show because there was no weird pause between esports and picking back up on talking. We just have a nice fluid conversation. So at this point, going further, we're going to be having all of the league stuff at the end. I have timestamps in the description. So, if you are just interested in a league, then yeah, just go to the timestamp stuff and it'll take you straight to the league to show you that stuff. And, if you just want to hear this part of it and then you're like, hey, they're talking about the league stuff, then there you go. Have a good day at that point. So, let's get into the leagues. I think this week, so there was some tournaments. There was Disorient had a tournament for after the fall.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So that was this Saturday. I don't know what the turnout was. I know that they did have a championship, and I don't really know the teams. I think a lot of times like people were just like joining solo, and
gotcha.
So I was gonna join solo, but I stayed up till like 3-4 in the morning on Friday, and I didn't wake up till like 11. Then I played Zenith from 11 to 5, and then again till 11 to 4. So I was kind of occupied. So they had that. I was gonna do it, but the only thing that turned me off from doing it is I went into after the fall, and it's dead, like completely dead. So
yeah. I don't know. I kind of played it first launch week, and I was like, it's okay, I don't know. It didn't really hook me that much. I mean, it's a fun game, but it's just not. I don't know. It doesn't keep me coming back.
I mean, the tournament was for the team deathmatch, and I went to go practice team deathmatch, and I couldn't get a match. So I'm just like, if I can't practice, I'm not gonna go make a fool out of myself.
Yeah.
So going from there, we have obviously VRML, which is one of the biggest leagues in probably VR right now. They have multiple games. You go out to their website, they have pretty much everything. I have the link in the description for this. They show their matches that they have coming up, like there's Echo matches. You can even dive into watch their videos. People like this one, they have Snapchat VRML, they have Pavlov, but this is PC VR version, not Pavlov Shack. So just for instance, I know that Snapshot, there is another league that I'll be talking about, and it's called Snap League. They're about to start their league coming up February 22nd. I think that's when their league starts, or no, that's That's when I'm going out to eat. So it's like I think it's February 3rd. I think it's pretty close. It's like within a week or something like that. So we'll be talking about that probably when they start with it. But here's Onward. You can see their standings right here. They have the worldwide. If you just want to see the Europe, American, East, or West, but we just do worldwide. They have people that actually record these games on Twitch, and they actually shoutcast, which is pretty cool. But here's just the very first people that are top 10 right here. Always have that right there. Hopefully people can see that just fine. It looks fine on my screen. I have ourselves really small so people can actually read stuff. Oh, I thought my nose was bleeding for a second. So that's going on right there. Let's see.
I think you're having minor frame drops on the stream.
Yeah, probably. So let's exit.
Audio sounds fine though.
Okay. So let's go into here. I think I forgot one of the divisions, but I think I forgot Blue Division. But like I said, Blue Division is pretty. It's like the starting people, and so I don't know why didn't it pull up. So that'll be on next Sunday. So right here for purple, here are the I'll just do top 5. You got Hexa, Link, Triance, Phoenix, Barbilium. You got WWW, Cryptek, and all these all the way up to top 10. So that is purple division. Then you got gold, and we are right here. Havoc Storm is in the top 10 right there, so that's pretty cool. And then with the big boys in the Diamond League right here, we have Hexalink was in second last Sunday, and it looks like they have finally taken over Cobra Cartel's spot as the number 1 position right there. So that's interesting. So what is that? That's not. They used to be Homeland, right? But now it's Hexalink.
Oh, which one?
Hexalink in the Diamond Division.
Yeah.
So for people that want to know who those players are, you can also flip through all these nice Excel things. These are all on their Discord. Like I said, link in description. You can actually see what was this week, February. Where we at? Is it just February 12th? I don't know. Usually you can see the matches and everything that played and the team players. And I don't know why none of this is pulled up. So here's one right here. It shows their placement, their kills, their damage, all that stuff. I thought it showed their teammates player. There we go. So right here you can actually see who's on their teams, all that fun stuff as well if you want to check that out. So moving on from here, I don't have the Larsenuffs pulled up just because it's going to be the championship next week.
Yeah, I could explain the Larsenuffs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stuff that happened this week. So basically, we fought Paragon, pretty clean, 5-0. Good game, it was fun. We had a lot of server crashes this week though, for sure. We suffered 2 crashes of Wamba and Square, and the what's it called? The Hexalink Disorient match, I believe, had 3 disconnects, 2 on Disorient and 1 on Hexa, and that was a 4-1 with 1 point to Disorient and 4 to Hexalink. Yeah,
and so there was talk about them redoing that match because, if Disorient would have had good, clean matches, if they would have outbeat them in the scoring, they would actually be the ones in the final tournament.
They'd be in the finals, yep.
But
I think they would have had to get a 5-0, I believe. But, yeah, they could have.
I don't think they needed to get 5-0.
Really? How much do you think they needed?
Here, I'll pull it up right now. So I won't show it, but I can tell you the scoring. Because I'm in my Discord. Let's see here. So we got the Arc League, and then since they're not going to be doing that again, so with the final thing, so after we beat Paragon, we had 13 points, so we already had a for sure spot in the final. So this is how close it was. It was 5-7.
5-7.
Disorient had 5. All they had to do was win
so if they
3
got
matches.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they won that game at all, they would have
Yeah.
They won that set, not game, you know. But yeah.
And I highly suggested to them, but you know, no one
Do it
likes to listen to me.
again.
Redo the whole match. I go, if you guys felt like it was a fair fight, and you're not going to come in to this tournament like feeling like you got gypped. That's the last thing I wanted for Desla to think that he got gypped because of the game's fault.
Issues. And yeah, I think it's about like, and the crashes have just been really bad in Larcenauts, but I think it's been 50 Oculus is update 37, and the and Larcenauts just being Larcenauts.
Dude, let's talk about the update. Dude,
Which one?
The new one that just happened on
The
Oculus.
OC Rage?
No.
Okay, no, 37.
Is there a way to make my freaking home menu big again?
What do you mean?
They shrank it.
I think I don't know. It's the same for me, but
What?
yeah, I'm sure there is. I
Mine
know
used
there's
to
like
be
a little
this
bar.
big. This big.
Yeah.
Now it's this. I'm blind.
Is it like tall?
No, it's the same size. Just they took it from here and they just did this.
Yeah, I think you can fix that with try grabbing it and then moving your joystick.
And Oculus needs to find a new way to push out these updates. I don't like how I want to be able to say I want to be able to log in and it be able to say like on the phone, "Hey, you have an update available," right?
Mm-hmm.
No, my Oculus some days like I get on my Oculus and then my freaking Oculus home thing is just there and I have to just plug it in and it just sits there like that until finally it turns on. And it's doing weird updates like that. Well, yesterday I came back from eating, I got on, and my whole entire play space was way up here above my head. I'm just like, what is this? So I have to restart my Oculus. So I restarted it. All of a sudden, I get this chip screen. It was a script, and it was a downward arrow, and then I got this one thing that started loading. And as soon as it got done loading, I'm like, I've never seen this. This is not going to be good. Like, I'm not going to be getting on Zenith for a hot minute. And as soon as it got there, lights out. Like, it was dark. Like, you know how when it wants to restart, it still has a little bit of that light going. You can actually see the light. Pitch black, dark. I'm just like, oh no. And it wasn't turning back on. Nothing. I Googled it really quick. And there's this one person that had that happen to him, and it never worked ever again. He had to buy a new Oculus. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like,
yeah. When I first
real.
got mine, it got stuck on the home screen, like the setup menu, because I desynced the controllers. Because I remembered seeing back in the day that they originally had planned to make them compatible with the Rift S, and I had bad Rift S controller drift, so I was like, okay, I'll just use it on.
Yeah.
No.
So what I had to do was I had to hold down the hard reset buttons. And if no one knows this, if you ever have an issue, if you hold the power button and then the down volume at the same time and hold that, it will pull up the guts of the Oculus to
where really like the BIOS?
The BIOS. And so you can completely you can boot it from there. You can completely wipe your headset clean. And then luckily, since it was trying to do an update, I was able to sideload the update without being actually going to the main menu again. So that's what fixed it. But it sideloaded that update for like freaking 30 minutes. So yeah, it was crazy. Like I when I first had my one thing happen with the Oculus screen where it just wouldn't go away, I just straight up went ahead and deleted my whole entire everything out of my Oculus. Like I had to re-download every game, but at least I got back in. But now I just let it sit. Eventually it just comes back on.
Yeah, I don't know. Oculus is kind of shady. They do a lot of shit that kind of makes me go,
I know, and we're probably gonna get sued. Keep on using this Oculus name. What's Oculus?
We're gonna get sued because we're using the Oculus. It still says Oculus. It still has a logo.
Yeah.
I'm in my rights.
Yeah. Yeah. When's the day? Like, I thought when this update happened, when I was gonna go back in, I was gonna see the freaking meta symbol.
Yeah.
Didn't see it though.
Ugh, I hate the meta symbol. It looks so dumb.
I don't think they will because that's a
It's an
program thing
eyesore.
that's programmed into your headset. So it would have to be pretty much.
They could change it if they wanted to, but yeah,
Yeah.
would they really?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like certain games that are owned by Facebook, like Pop One, when you load into it, it still says Facebook, owned by Facebook.
Yeah.
Doesn't say Meta. Come on, Pop One people, get on top of that. Also, Pop One
No,
people,
don't get on top of that.
I've
Meta
been,
is such a bad name.
I'm so mad. I've been waiting for my verified tag for like a month. And they used to have something on their website where you could go fill out a form saying, "Hey, I have 1,000 followers on this certain platform,"
Mhm.
and they took it away. So
Yeah, they changed it because people were literally just putting in their personal TikToks where their friends would follow and stuff.
yeah, so I have 1,000 people on Instagram for Havoc and my Instagram, so 2,000 total people and no verified tag. Very upset.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, the verified tag's even dumb also because like you can't get that from just doing pop, you know. You're not gonna get 1,000 people to follow you just doing pop stuff.
no, no. I think that's what they were angled
It's
at.
like impossible.
Yeah, I don't think there's that much of a following. I don't think there's even 1,000. Yeah, there's 1,000 people in their
They're
Discord.
like Vape Life could do it, but that's like it from when I checked.
I think Sad Clown could do it. He's that's all he does.
Saddest Clown.
Yeah, he does pretty much only Pop One stuff. Then he streams all the time.
Let's see.
And then there's a couple other people I could see that post a lot of stuff about Pop One because that's all they do is play Pop.
Oh yeah, Saddest Clown does. He's about 2.5K.
Yeah. So I know when I used to do Pop One Play of the Week, which stinks that didn't work out very well because I really wanted it to work out because Call of Duty has some pretty freaking awesome plays of the week type thing, and I just never had enough people give me stuff. I know you used to send me stuff in there.
Yeah, I tried to send you one every week.
Yeah,
you know.
Well,
advertising.
Saddest Clown freaking went crazy and sent me like 30. He goes, "Here you go." I go, "Dude, this is gonna be the Saddest Clown show." And I go, "You know, it's kind of funny that I just said that because it's like the Saddest Clown show."
Yeah.
People just
I
get
used
in it.
to. I mean, I played with Saddest Clown before he even started his YouTube channel. It's kind of interesting to see how all that stuff went.
Yeah, he used to have a whole bunch of videos just freaking throwing grenades at people all the time from high up, just being a
Bro, I probably
bomber.
taught him that from the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's from the tower, I definitely taught him that.
Yeah.
Remember your roots.
Dude, that always
Remember-
bugs me in Pop. Oh my god, my contact bug fell. That's what always bugs me about Pop is that like sometimes you have these people that want to win a game like that, and you're just like in the last area,
me.
you know, there's 3 people left, and you're like, oh damn it, these people are on the damn tower, like where? And all of a sudden, you finally hear them flying in, just fing, 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 and all these grenades coming at you. You're just showered with grenades. You're just like, yep.
Yeah. No, I've been pin dropping since like pretty much 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
That's been my go-to. That's my bread and butter.
I just don't like climbing the tower. It is. I think I've only done it twice. I think when they first came out with swords, we used to when we were beta testing the swords, we had everyone go up to the top of the tower and we had a massive sword fight. That was pretty fun.
Sword fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was pretty fun. I can't. I'm eagerly waiting for their next update because I'm in their beta testing stuff. I can't say what it is, but I think their next update might piss off a lot of people. So get ready for that one. That's gonna be newsworthy for sure.
Controversy incoming. Yeah, I was like, I got into some of the betas, but I haven't gotten into that one. I don't think because they do it through email, and I don't check my email enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't check it daily, so I miss out. Ooh man, I miss out.
Yeah, for sure. So, is there anything else that we should point out for this week?
I mean, not really. I can't think of anything. Did you do all the league stuff you wanted to do?
Yeah, I kind of didn't do very good on the league stuff this week because Zenith was I literally usually get on this computer like an hour before and get everything set up. I got off Zenith like and set up my stuff like 10 minutes before this podcast. So yeah, so I knew I at least wanted to go through the ARC stuff. And some reason I didn't even grab the blue division, but for people I don't think there's anything tournament wise. I know that Storming for Hexalink just had a tournament for Gun Raiders. So I think that just happened. I don't know really. I think the ideal of what they were doing is that he got people to come to his Discord and F and a Hate did something with like streaming it, and then the whole idea was for people to watch this tournament. I think this is the one that happened, and they like recruited these players that were in this tournament. I guess
That's what they do, yeah.
so.
It's a Hexa thing, trademark.
Yeah, I want to. I want to make an event to get everyone into Titan 3 and join everyone, get everyone into the guild. That's what we got to do.
Does the guilds have limits?
I don't know. Don't know.
We'll find out.
Don't know. I can't remove people. I can't scroll to see people. I can't promote people. I don't even know. They need to fix the damn guild thing. There's got to be a limit for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I don't think there's anything tournament wise coming up besides just the basic league stuff, and then there's a couple of leagues starting. I know that VRML for Echo they finally did their placement tournament, so their leagues and matches are starting up. Pavlov Shack's league is going to be starting up at the end of this month. Not end of this month, the end of next month. So more stuff to come for sure. Other than that, we'll see how far I get in the Zenith and see how far you get, because I might be on my second character by then.
That's what I'm doing. I'm bouncing between all the characters at the same time.
Oh, are you?
And also, a little secret for those grinders out there, you could do those like quests where you just collect like I don't know, horns or whatever. You can do those, and then you can switch to your level 1 character and redeem them and get all the experience for it. So that's just a little thing. So you can go to a higher level area, grind them out, and then switch back, and then get the high level XP. Free levels, free money.
Huh. You should have told me that one off camera. Someone's going to get word of that and change that real quick.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think I still have you with me next Sunday, and then the Sunday after that, I'm gonna try and get a guest. Maybe I'll try and get the person from Zenith on. Let's do that. I'm gonna try my hardest to get one of the devs from Zenith on.
Shout out to Ramen VR. Please come to the VR jungle.
Come to the VR jungle.
In the jungle.
I think I talked about your game enough on this podcast that I deserve to have at least give me some dev. I don't care. Give me a voice actor. I don't care.
Give us the accountant.
give the accountant. Because there's so much I want to know. I want to know because there's a cosmetic area. Like when's there gonna be a store for real money purchases? Like are they gonna have a cosmetic thing? Like there's things I need to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you got any last words there, Mr. Pickle Ostrich Naked Man?
Do you mind if I just randomly self-promote something real quick that I've been working on all week?
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
You're the co-host. You can plug anything you want.
It's not VR related, but
you're good. Yeah, you're good.
I forgot to tell you about it beforehand, but I've been busting my ass all week working on this little animation I'm gonna be dropping on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
It'll be in the description of this video, so definitely check it out and let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, and so you're gonna send me that link?
Yeah, or I'll send you my YouTube channel and you can just.
It's already on there. It's on there, so it's gonna be on YouTube.
Yep.
Okay, so you hear that right now. Not VR related, but that's completely fine because obviously if he busted his tail and he wants to promote it, it's going to be good. So
Yep.
it's going to be link in the description, and I will also remind me once it's out, I will put it on our Discord, our public Discord. So
All right, for sure. Yeah, it's just remember to look out for the bees.
the bees, like real bees.
Yep. No, cartoon bees.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
so everyone, this is VR Jungle episode 4. Like I said, I don't know the title yet. It's going to be Man Snaps Neck or just straight Zenith. I think I just put Zenith. I'm going to get a lot of views out of that. So let's go ahead and jump on the view wagon on that name. But
Oh yeah.
if you enjoy this, it is also takes a day. Tomorrow I put everything onto the audio thing. You can find it on freaking Apple stuff. You can find it on any other type of podcast thing you want to download on your phone. You can probably get it. Listen to audio stuff if you're ever in the vehicle. But please like, comment, and subscribe. Buy a T-shirt if you want to. Help us out. Everything helps. And go watch Pickle's video. So everyone have a nice week.
Take care, everyone.
Bye bye. Naked man dance. Come on, do the naked man. Get out of here. Yeah. There you go. Oh. All right, we're ending it on that. Peace.